My name is Serene and my pronouns are they, them. I'm a student ambassador here at UFC Global Learning, and today I'm here to give you a guide on how to navigate your LGBTQ plus identity abroad. I've had my own experience trying to navigate my own sexual and gender identity as I went studying abroad. So whether you're considering studying overseas or if you've already packed your bags, navigating your queer identity abroad is crucial for a fulfilling experience. So here's a quick guide on how to do so. Opportunities and challenges. It's important to recognize the different opportunities and challenges you may have in navigating your identity abroad. This might look like different ways to find out how to express yourself abroad. It might look like finding queer scene in your host country. But this could also bring different challenges because the traditional markers of queerness as per what you might recognize may not be accepted everywhere, and this might impact your mental health. Initial questions to ask before going abroad. Here's some questions to reflect on before going abroad. How significant is your sexual orientation or gender identity in your current life? What role do you envision your identity playing in your time abroad? Do you want to be open about your identity during your time abroad? Are there certain situations that you might feel more comfortable being open versus being closed up? And for example, in a hostile situation, would you feel comfortable identifying as your gender identity and being open about the way you express yourself? Or would you not be? Safety is a spectrum. Safety abroad varies greatly depending on where you go. Your usual expressions of queerness may be misinterpreted or not well received. Some students use this opportunity to come out and re-represent themselves in a way that they can define themselves, while others navigate with a lot of anxiety about code switching. Ultimately, remember that your decision to come out is yours to make and doesn't have to align with how you present yourself at home or how your presentation is guided by what others expect of you. Self-reflection and presentation. Just like part 1, I'm going to ask you to ask yourself some questions. Consider how important it is to present your queer identity when you're abroad. What does this look like? What are the pros and cons of presenting queer or not presenting queer? Because at the end of the day, this has to do with your comfort and safety, which are priority number 1. Coming out abroad. If you do choose to come out, consider local laws, social attitudes, and cultural norms. Although the Global Learning Office does not believe that you need to be put in a position where you hide your identity, it's ultimately your decision in which global learning programs you participate in, and this may require deferring to local law. Always keep in mind that a country's laws may not align with the citizens' views of queer communities. Attitudes and reactions towards the queer community may vary based on whether you're in a rural setting or an urban setting. Again, your comfort and safety should always come first. Dating and relationships. Dating abroad can look very different, and different aspects of your relationship may be not what you're used to. Understanding local norms about PDA, flirting, consent. Can you give me some space, please? Thank you. And how non-heterosexual relationships are socially acknowledged or not socially acknowledged. Dating apps can be really fun to use and can be helpful, but ensure your safety by sharing your location cautiously to your friends and your support networks and understanding cultural norms around language, consent, flirting, etc. Platonic relationships can also look very different. There may be unfamiliar cultural norms for interacting with friends of different genders. Cheers. Navigating your mental health. Taking care of your mental health while abroad is really crucial. Here's some tips for helping you with that. Self-reflection. Take time to check in with yourself. How are you? What do you need? Self-care. Prioritize activities that help you recharge, like meditation, like exercising, like taking a walk. Communicate with your friends. Stay connected to your support networks, whether they are in your host country or in your home country. And make sure you're keeping in touch with them and practice open communication. Journaling. Having a journal and keeping a journal is a way to communicate with yourself and a way to check in with yourself, see how you're feeling, maybe track some feelings that you didn't know that you were feeling. Creative outlets. Engaging with art, creative writing, music, not just sad music, can be incredibly therapeutic and cathartic. Exchange programs. You can always access mental health supports in your host university and your host country. This is a good option if you need someone to talk to physically and you feel like you're able to communicate better. You can also have remote access to mental health supports in your home university, in your home country. This might be a good place to go if you feel like your cultural norms will be better reciprocated. Supports. You can access UCalgary on-campus supports like the wellness service, like the Q Center before departure, and while you're at your host country, you could also receive the supports that are available there at your host university. You can also talk to your global learning advisors anytime. We will not let you down. Intersectionality. Reflect on your intersectional experience. Some examples of identities that intersect are race, age, gender, disability, nationality, socioeconomic background, etc. Think about the ways that these identities interact with each other. And are they at odds with each other? When you're seeking out support, seek out support from people who respect and understand these identities. Each person's experience with intersectionality and queerness is unique. So there's our essential guide towards navigating your queer identity while studying abroad. Remember, your experience is valid, and your safety and well-being matter most. If you found this video helpful, feel free to like and subscribe and share it with your fellow queer students and allies embarking on their own global learning adventures. Safe travels!